be very interactive. So, yeah, Raghav, we had a session, but I haven't. Yes, we had a lovely session, and the VIP calls are now scheduled in the morning, right? We already had a great session with the VIP members. Why am I hearing my records? So we had the session, and now what we're doing is we scheduled we have moved the VIP sessions in the mornings. Okay, the US people are happening. 8 p.m. is what we are keeping right now, but today we have the session with the challenge participants, right? So that's what we're doing. Why don't you join? Why don't you guys join on the Zoom and let's just do a tete. Okay, who do we have here? Hi Tanvi, hi Purva. Okay, I would request you to put on your cameras, guys. Let's just give you the access to chit chat. Let me just give you the access, everybody, so that we can see people's faces and receive each other's energy. Okay, let me see how I can give that. Okay, mute, allow the participants to unmute themselves, allow participants to re-unmute themselves. All the access given. We had restricted the access yesterday. Today, all the access is given because I want this to be like it's a very close group. I think the topic is very specific for people who are in the journey wherein, you know, you are probably still thinking about your product or service and you're thinking, okay, what do I sell? So I'm sure people who are already like making, good business, they are making about 1 to 3 lakhs. They would probably not be joining right now. But specifically, this is for people who are in the space of maybe you have launched a new business, maybe you're just starting out, or you're thinking, I have just completed my healing or teaching course. Now, how do I start getting it? Although you might be having your another job or you are having babies, you're not able to give time. So how do I manage that? How many of you are in that boat? And let's get started. Hi, Purva. Okay, just would you like to kind of tell me more? I've unmuted yourself and just talk more about what you do. Tell us more about you. बताइए पूर्वा जी, आप अनम्यूट कर रुको, आपको अनम्यूट कर देते हैं. आपको अनम्यूट कर दिया मैंने.
Hi Latika. So
Yeah.
I've learned I'm into this healing journey and I've learned Reiki and inner child healing, and I also want to share and start my journey with others as well. But also I feel somewhere confused. कैसे जाऊँ, कैसे अपना खुद का चालू करूँ, and how do I start teaching to others? How do I make my own product? Like what should all be included in it, and how should I sell? So I have lots of doubts, and as well as social media pe, how should I show up? Social media is one just more big struggle that I see, like how to create post, how can I communicate well, how do I sell the offers that I should make, and all of those things. So there's a lot of things that come out, like when you're starting out, like challenges come up, when you're starting out. So yeah, I feel confused on all levels.
Okay. But you said you just started out and Reiki healing.
Yeah.
Right? So can I just applaud you for that? Can I just say congratulations, Purva, for beginning and do a healing journey and healing people. It's a big thing because you have the right energy, you have the intention, you got the skill. Oh my God, this is beautiful, isn't it? You have the gift.
Yeah, but it's more beautiful when you start sharing with others and when you're start seeing the results also. Like start working with people.
हाँ तो होगा ना, step by step होगा.
Yeah.
When did you complete your healing?
Healing is an ongoing process, but yeah, I
अच्छा,
started in 2023. Like
हाँ
from
तो एक ही साल हुआ है ना अभी healing करते
yeah,
हुए. हाँ
yeah,
तो
yeah.
good ना. So let's just, because there's so many people who have not discovered their passion, or they are like, okay, मैं क्या करूँ?
Yeah.
But right now, the good beautiful part is because nobody can like really teach you the energy. That's a gift, right? So you have a gift. Selling, how to get clients is a skill. It's not a gift. The good part it is learnable. वो आप आज ज्वाइन करोगे, आप 2 महीने में मैं आपको सिखा दूंगी कि कैसे क्लाइंट्स लेते हैं. ठीक है, बट जो आपके पास है वो आपको नहीं कोई सिखा सकता. So just congratulations for that. That's why we say passion to profit. That's why I say, what your wow factors, your gifts that you have naturally. How do we leverage that to make a living? Because it's all about your own energy, sprinkling it with strategy. Okay, good. Thank you for sharing that, Purva. And we are going to be covering all of that. Okay, let's see. क्या है हमारे पास? Okay, so let's. So Purva, one question before we start. Is there anything else that you're doing? आप कुछ और जॉब करते हैं? Acha. So you're married, like you're being supported by parents right now financially? Okay, great. And how old are you, if I may understand? 25. Okay. Oh, so young, a young healer in the space. Beautiful. But beautiful. Okay. So when I'm just looking at this. All right. So ask me one specific question. Um, because I have a lot to talk about specifically if you have a healing program. Or let ask me a specific one burning question that you have for me. Pura, did you manage to attend yesterday's session?
No, I just saw today and I thought like, okay, let's.
अच्छा, आपने register किया था Rich Healer Challenge के लिए?
No. I was in your WhatsApp group, so I just saw
Okay,
it today.
okay, no worries.
Yeah. So one of
So
my
can you,
question
yeah,
is one of my question is like I tried, social media and posting on social media, but I did not get any reach. Even though I got inquiries, I even conducted boot camps and free webinars for 5 days, but no conversions at all. And so like I was like, what's wrong? What's going wrong? I felt like there's something wrong in my energy only, or there's something blocking within me only, which like I'm not able to convey or convert people.
and how long did you try it for?
I tried it for like 2 to 3 months.
And how many webinars did you do?
Like I did like 5 days. I did it for like 2 months.
As in 2 months, as in how many times?
Yeah, 3 to 4 times.
Times.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So did you find out कि क्या था उसमें missing? पता चला? Was it like, did you get enough people registered for it?
People like only 4 to 5 people used to come up, but it was like somewhere even my anxiety, my fear issues would used to come up. Like somewhere even I used to not feel aligned to what I'm talking. I used to feel like okay, I'm not good enough, or वो सब back of the mind चलता रहता था. And even though people, some used to say that they want to do it, but it used to not turn up, because I felt like okay, I'm not ready right now. So maybe that thing. क्योंकि वो आता है, एक lack of experience and all of those things come up when you are starting out.
Right. Okay. So should I? That's a great point to that you shared. And let me tell you, first of all, it's every entrepreneur, everybody who starts goes through this. Okay. And अगर ये इतना easy होता entrepreneur तो हर कोई बन रहा होता ना, तो जॉब क्यों करते लोग? अगर everybody wants freedom, right? तो सबके साथ होता है ये. Everybody goes through this journey, and that is why. And I'm going to just share something very interesting. Let me just show. Try to share my screen, and I have something wonderful that I shared even in yesterday's session. Let's see if I can share this. Okay, yeah, here it is. Are you able to see this?
Yeah, I'm able to see it.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong here. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna just share this my mind map, and here we go. Share the sound. So this is exactly the life of every entrepreneur. Are you able to see the video? This is exactly what we were sharing yesterday. The point being that, you know, if it was easy, everybody would be doing. So entrepreneur rise and fall is very common. Now, there are some tenets, you know, कुछ principles हैं, and that is why we are doing what we're doing, right? This passion of profit is all about that. कि क्या करते हैं? So I'm just opening, and because what you have as questions, it is going to be helpful for everybody, and thank you for asking that. The whole idea is, like I'm just going to summarize that, you know, it is a lonely journey. Entrepreneurship is a lonely journey, right? And there are certain things which can probably make it easy, and which also are a miss in whatever we do. And I'm going to make a subtopic here. So what are those things? Something that you mentioned, I've tried many times, but I would say this is nothing that you tried, right? What do you think is something that if वो अगर सही होता तो हो जाता, वो क्या चीज है? ऐसा सोचा आपने? what is the something that if it was right, maybe ठीक हो जाता? क्या क्या चीजें हैं?
My mindset being right. Like,
Hmm.
okay, like even if people don't turn up, or if they, like, like I'm being prepared for everything. Like, अगर कोई नहीं भी आए, it's okay. Like my work is to just go out and spread whatever I want to, share with the world, and not like judge on if people are saying no, then not judge myself on basis of that.
Yeah.
So not letting fear and anxiety come in the between when I'm, talking about my programs or healing journey, or sharing about my prices as well. Like I have so much
Yeah.
regarding, prices as well, that I cannot charge this much because I don't have experience or I'm just a beginner. But I do need to value the energy and the efforts I will be putting in the journey with that client that I will be, I would be sharing with. So, but yeah, sometimes it feels like they're both the things like go on continuously with the mind. There's this one positive side as well, and then one this negative side. They both come together
Right.
and do kabaddi in my mind.
Yeah. So let me just tell you that's really common. So one of the things that you've been mentioning about key mindset, and mindset में क्या आता है? Mindset में बहुत सारी चीजें आती हैं, like we also discussed, yesterday, and we also discussed scope of mechanisms. So what is that? कि yeah, am I good enough, right?
Yeah.
Am I good enough or not? And what else you were thinking? Your fears. What if I lose? I keep losing. Nobody is getting. I tried enough. Tried so many times. Nothing is happening. I'm alone. What will people say if I tell them this is what I'm doing and I did not get any
Yeah.
conversion? Why don't you do a proper job?
Yeah.
Right? All of this is mindset and confidence issues. It's all about mindset.
Also,
Let me
will I
tell you.
get the results or not? Like with the
Yeah.
client that I will.
Oh yeah, by confidence about on your own self. Yeah, confidence on your own self. So this is very common. And now what is the alternative? ये तो पहली बात तो ये समझ लीजिए कि भैया ये इसका कुछ नहीं हो सकता. ये human mind है. This is how we work, right? This is how we function. Why? Because God made us like this. Action कुछ भी हम अलग करते हैं. अभी अलग कर रहे हो ना, क्योंकि जॉब में पढ़ाया था, आपके पेरेंट्स सब बिजनेस करते हैं, जॉब करते हैं.
Job.
तो आपने हमेशा बचपन में जॉब करते हुए देखा पेरेंट्स को. आपको स्कूल कॉलेज में सिखाया कि जॉब कैसे करते हैं, अच्छे से एम्प्लॉय कैसे बनते हैं. लेकिन आप बन गए एंटरप्रेन्योर, आप ट्राई कर रहे हो, तो माइंड क्या कह रहा है? नहीं नहीं, सेफ रहो. सो दिस इज द फंक्शनिंग ऑफ द माइंड. इसका आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. ये चेंज अपने आप से नहीं होगा. वी हैव टू टेम इट. कैसे टेम करते हैं? व्हाट वी हैव टू जस्ट डू, राइट? व्हाट इज द अल्टरनेटिव? ठीक है, मैं नहीं ट्राई करती, ये सब नहीं करती, चुपचाप सेम जॉब करती हूँ जो सब कर रहे हैं. आई मेक दैट 20,000 30,000 per month. I just listen to my parents. I do all the things. That means, okay, I am ready to play small. Are you?
No.
Do you want to continue playing small?
No.
I'm okay living average life. And right, I'm okay not being able to serve my gifts and do a proper job. यही ऑप्शन बचता है हमारे पास, और कोई
Actually, ये
ऑप्शन नहीं.
option भी try करके देख लिया and nothing worked. I felt more depressed.
Yeah, that's one thing. You're playing small, so you of course will be depressed, right?
Yes.
You यहाँ पे आपको jitters होंगे. So if I don't know if you've heard this or not, everything is hard in life. शादी आपने सुना होगा शादी के बारे में. शादी करना भी डिफिकल्ट है, नहीं करना भी डिफिकल्ट है. जॉब करना भी
Yeah,
डिफिकल्ट है,
hard.
नहीं भी करना डिफिकल्ट है. एग्जाम देना भी डिफिकल्ट है, डिग्रीज लेना भी डिफिकल्ट है, नहीं भी डिफिकल्ट है. But what we do is we have to choose our heart. which hard do you want? So this is hard. This is very hard for me, but this is harder. If I don't do this, this is most harder. So you have to choose your hard in life, right? Not taking action is hard, is easy. लेकिन अगर action नहीं लेंगे वो harder है. So which of the hard do you want, right? So that's that. Okay. So this is a mindset that I would ask you and ask everybody who's watching this on replay also to get. What is the option? Other option. The only thing that you can ask yourself is, what if I fly? हमारा माइंड हमेशा नेचुरली नेगेटिव सोचता है कि व्हाट इफ आई फेल, व्हाट इफ आई डोंट डिलीवर, व्हाट इफ आई लूज फंबल, व्हाट इफ आई लूज मनी, व्हाट इफ आई suck, people don't like me. But what if I fly? What if it becomes really good in next 2 years? What if the only 1 year or 2 years struggle, but third year I might be like, globally shining? और वो होने के लिए आपको 2 साल, 1 साल, you might have to suck, you might have to do bad. You cannot make a Picasso without doing 100 iterations. Right? That's how it is. ऐसा ही होता है. जब आपने चलना दौड़ना सीखा तो आप पहले भी दौड़ गए. आपने गिरा ना बहुत बारी, साइकिल से बहुत बारी गिरा. That's how it is in entrepreneurship. Okay. अब ये तो हो गई बात इसकी. So what do we do now? And that is why I always say, don't build your business alone. That's a mistake that we did, I did, or many people did. If you can have, depend, if you need to have a coach by your side, the right community by your side, the right coach, whoever you feel aligned with, whoever has been there, done what you have done what you want to do. Where do you want to go in the next 5 years? Look for a person who has been there, done that, and somebody you can align with. Who is that person that you aligned with? Been there, done that. Align is enough, right? Also, have the right environment around you. This is, I can't stress enough about this. Your environment breaks or makes everything. You are in a bad environment, you will never grow. Your environment is really important for your growth, right? So, and here in terms of entrepreneurship, I mean to say, in the community, obviously offline हमेशा possible नहीं है. I work from the mountains, but what I want to do is online. I want to have a community wherein I can see who are people like me who are also entrepreneurs, who are also doing their own thing, who are also failing, rising, learning all the time, so that we can share notes. I don't want to be in a community wherein, people are lethargic and not doing anything, right? Having the community is important. And having continuously learning. And basically having the right programs that works with you. Right? Having the right programs that work for you. Now, for example, what I mean by that is, a lot of people attended my story selling program yesterday. We did a how to sell using stories. बहुत लोगों को align हुआ because I don't teach those cringe-worthy selling methods which people run away from. So जिन लोगों को align हुआ उन्होंने सीखा. Some people like very fast sales. Okay, how do you make quick sales and how do you become $1 million? जो वो align करेंगे वो program में जाएंगे. Right? So whatever you align with to grow yourself, quickly learn those things and apply, right? And whatever journey you are in, if you're in journey of creating a program, you need to quickly learn how to do that, how to sell easily, continuously learning. So whether it's selling your game, whether it is about how do you get more visibility on Instagram, so continuously learning on those proven programs, that you put it that way. Okay, this is what we are doing. Now, coming to the part where we're talking about, what is the next thing is, I think, you're talking about what do I do when I'm not ready to sell? But I think right now you're somebody who is kind of ready to sell. Are you ready to sell?
Yeah, I'm ready to sell.
You have a program?
Yeah.
You have a program to cater?
Yeah, I do have.
Tell me more about that.
It's about like inner child healing, 4 weeks program
Hmm.
where like 4 weeks Monday to Friday, we will like be doing different mother healing, father healing, like different types of like going from childhood to teenage and then our adulthood. We will be releasing our triggers. So one week for that. Womb healing, like everything would be included in that. So first week would be like about our mother and father and our womb healing. Second week would be about our childhood and teenager, like about that. Third week would be releasing our triggers. And fourth week would be about our healed inner child, like how can we
Right.
live life ahead with
Got
the
it.
healed inner
Got
child.
it. Okay. So this is good. All right. So yeah. So mindset, we discussed about what is the alternative. All of this is, we discussed that this is inevitable. इसको हम read कर सकते हैं क्योंकि this is inevitable. इसको हम avoid ही नहीं कर सकते. Fear is always going to be there. But I can have the thought of what is the alternative? What if I fly, right? Now, the other thing is, we discuss the solution. The solution to that is don't build your business alone. Have a coach, have environment, have a learning. Have a learning environment, right? Okay. Now, know-how is another area, and which you also mentioned that you tried a model of webinar, webinar model, right? You tried a model of webinar, right?
Yeah.
So we have guys, whoever is joining from Facebook as well, dropping your, yeah, we are not doing only 1 hour. Whatever, whoever asks questions will get a spotlight today in a small group. So Purva is now a fortunate one today. Okay, so one is webinar, and did you also try one-to-one selling?
Yeah, I did clarity calls as well.
Okay. So what we do here is, the know-how is basically all about how do you actually make this happen, right? So how do you use minimal tech and get maximum returns? And know-how is again basically like we discussed is, let me put it this way, that when you are starting out, the way I recommend is use minimal tech. Minimal tech, use your minimal viable product, right? Minimal viable product. What I mean by that is, so let's say you have the session you offer and it's like a 5-day or a 10-day session. Just get people on the call, do a clarity session, and convert them. So the know-how that we have discussed is simple content. I'll tell you the process. The content, story selling content. Okay. What the story selling is, using stories method to get people to book calls with you, right? And when they are wowed with your content, story selling content में we are talking to the people which is speaking to their pain points, जैसे आपने बताया inner child healing, right? So whoever is dealing with certain issues and you are very clear about what do they go through, and your content talks about them putting as a hero. I don't know if you have taken the story class from me. The story class is all about how do you tell story. There are 7 steps in the story. If you use that, this is the same process that Netflix uses, right? Every movie uses this concept. So when you use that in business, you are able to attract the right leads who are interested in working with you, right? So then what happens is, then people want to say yes to your lead magnet. Your lead magnet can be anything that gives them a quick win. It can be a video, it can be a, like आपके case में it's a clarity call, right? And then they book a call with you. And the third step is winning them one-to-one on Zoom. Okay, so this is a very important step because this is where what you say in Zoom session one-to-one, every word that you say and how do you say as an authority using psychology, that is really important, right? So we have a proper, the steps, proper philosophy and scripts for that, right? Which you will attune based on your wow factors, based on your own personal traits and personality. So this step is really important. Each of this is very important. Only 3 steps that I asked you to do, जिसमें आपको कोई भी टेक नहीं लगता. आप अपना simple content डालोगे, which is based on story, asking them to book a call, and then what you say in the Zoom call, helping them turn into clients. And here it's all a number game. And what I mean by number game is we're talking about, you know, let's say we are doing at least, let's say you're talking about, I want 3 clients a month, right? 3 clients, and let's say I'm taking a figure of you charge to start with. Is somebody who's charging, I'm not sure, आपकी एक number figure लेते हैं 50,000. आप एक 15 day का session रखते हो, like this is what we charge. Is it okay? 50,000, or should we change this figure to something else?
Yeah, okay.
This fine.
Yeah.
To get 3 clients to 50, and now what is the number? How many calls will you have to do? You have to do 30 calls. ठीक है? 10% के हिसाब से, conversion के हिसाब से, you'll do 30 calls. As in 30 people, 30 calls in a month. Right? It's doable, right? That means 1 call in one day. On an average. On Zoom. And 30 calls के लिए, there should be at least 100 people saying yes to your lead magnet or saying yes to you on the Instagram or Facebook. And it's very easy to get because yesterday I showed you my content using story selling where people, there were but one post got me 200 leads, 195 leads to be precise. So one post can give you 195 leads if you do the right story selling, be it video, be it live, be it one to many session. So this is what we are looking at. It's a number game as well, apart from the energy game as well. The third thing is any questions so far on mindset and know-how?
No.
Now let's discuss the elephant in the room. Consistency. Like Purva stopped after 4 webinars saying, अरे मैं नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, नहीं हो रहा मुझसे. और यहाँ पे ही हमारी गाड़ी अटक जाती है, सबकी गाड़ी अटक जाती है और इससे काम नहीं चलेगा. तो कंसिस्टेंसी हर चीज में चाहिए. किस किस में चाहिए? कंटेंट पोस्टिंग में चाहिए. देन आपके sales process में चाहिए. Every day you do your sales. Every day you do delivery also when you have clients, right? And यार जॉब में भी तो काम करते हैं ना, लोग 9 घंटे काम करते हैं. हम यहाँ पे कोई थक जाते हैं, हमें रिजल्ट तुरंत चाहिए, राइट? बट व्हाट व्हाई we थक जाते हैं? क्योंकि हम डायरेक्शन गलत होती है. If you are doing things on the wrong direction, then you'll be like pushing the wall. And pushing the wall, why is it not moving? Because the direction is wrong. Right? So what you want to do is, we want to move in the right direction and have consistency. सेल्स आपने सीख लिया, लेकिन कहीं से भी फ्री वेबिनार से सीख लिया और वो गलत तरीके से हम सेल्स करते जा रहे हैं. 4-6 महीना हो गया, 2 साल हो गया, रिजल्ट मिलेगा? नहीं मिलेगा. बट आपने डायरेक्शन सही है एंड कंसिस्टेंसी है, टुगेदर you will actually get results. So that's why I asked you, what do you think might be? So you said mindset, which is fair enough. For that, we need this, right? We also need to have the right know-how, right? And we need consistency. Again, right? Now, क्या करें consistency के लिए? बहुत बारी अच्छा सा सीख लिया content, viral video कैसे करते हैं, Instagram का course सीख लिया है, 4 दिन करा है, 2 महीना करा है, फिर रुक गए, फिर नहीं करा, फिर रुक गए, फिर आपने कुछ sales सीख लिया, वेबिनार बहुत अच्छा लगा, वर्कशॉप बहुत अच्छा लगा, थोड़ा दिन ट्राई किया फिर रुक गए, नहीं होगा। इसीलिए that's why we have a community, and Passion to Profit Lab is exactly that, because this is a very very common problem with every entrepreneur, because in online world people are teaching you कि कैसे हम quick money बनाएं, कैसे हम कुछ क्लाइंट्स बनाएं, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम कहाँ आती है, आपके पास कम्युनिटी नहीं है, एवरीडे कोच नहीं है, लाइव रिकॉर्डेड कोर्सेज है. Imagine if you're meeting your coach and community live every single week, right? You have the right movement systems in place, and you're asking you're getting your work audited, first getting personalized feedback, participating in growth challenges every month, like sales mastery, doing Instagram live, and getting your progress tracked every week when people in the community are coming together and everybody is sharing their progress tracking. That's what will move the needle for everybody, right? Yeah. Was it helpful, Purva?
Yeah, it was, but mainly, I do lack in consistency, even in creating content. And like, I don't know, it takes a lot of time, what should I create, what should I sell in stories also, and what should I, and then again preparing for, webinars or boot camp and that. So like, it's like a lot of time consuming it is like. So
Yeah, yeah.
I just feel like कितना कुछ करना है, like इसी में मतलब ना I give up sometimes.
Yeah. So good that you mentioned. So would you like to know how are we doing in the community? How are people doing in the community?
Yes.
Give me 1 second. Let me show you, and after this, I'll come to the topic of what to do when you're not ready to sell also. I have to quickly take care of Pura's question and then we move ahead. So what are we doing inside the Passion to Profit membership? Is exactly this. Remember, why is this, my voice is getting thick? Yeah. How you mentioned कि अरे मेरे को content में क्या बोलना है, क्या सीखना है, कैसे बात करना है, स्टोरी सेलिंग में. You also mentioned कि मेरा प्रोसेस सही है कि नहीं है, मेरा लीड मैग्नेट सही है, मेरे वेबिनार में क्या बोलूं, कैसे करूं. So there are 4 steps, right? कंटेंट में क्या बोलना है एवरी डे. कंटेंट से लीड मैग्नेट, लोग once they see your content they will ask okay book a call, या फिर वीडियो है आपका, या फिर कोई पीडीएफ है कल, ठीक है, वो ई बुक क्या होगी. कल हमने एक ई बुक बनाया सबने इकट्ठे लीड मैग्नेट में, उसको अपलोड कैसे करते हैं, डिलीवर कैसे करते हैं, टेम्पलेट शेयर किया था कल मैंने. एंड देन उसके बाद when people come on Zoom, that's how you do sales, right? So ये पूरा 8 weeks is what we are doing as a challenge. Right? So वो हम कैसे करते हैं? We do 8-week challenge. All right. So do you think this will be really helpful?
Yes.
Okay. So the next thing that we are doing is we are co-creating and co-working. Like you mentioned कि मेरी consistency रुक जाती है, तो वो इसलिए रुक जाती है because we are doing it all alone, right? हम इतना कंज्यूम कर करके इंस्टाग्राम में थक जाते हैं. क्या इंस्टाग्राम में कंज्यूम करते हैं कि ओके अदर पीपल आर डूइंग रियली वेल, वो इन्फ्लुएंसर है, उसने एक नॉर्मल सी वीडियो डाली, कैसे कर दिया. आप उसे ट्राई करने के लिए जब तक टाइम आता है यू गेट एग्जॉस्ट, यू डू वन रील एंड यू स्टॉप. नाउ if you get all the viral hacks, if you get कि हाँ आजकल कौन सा background चल रहा है, क्या hook डालना है, क्या right content specifically आपके लिए, you have that cheat sheet ready in front of you, and all you do is come every Tuesday with the community and we are co-creating the content. सब मिलकर के अपना अपना content create कर रहे हैं, and you schedule it for the week. आपको रोज रोज बैठ के सोचना नहीं है, and everybody gets their content scheduled for the entire week. Will that help in consistency?
That would be great.
क्योंकि हमने ऑटोमेट कर दिया, सबके साथ मिलके किया और फिर ऑटोमेट कर दिया, राइट? और वो हम खुद भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन कोई अकाउंटेबिलिटी नहीं है, कोई पूछने वाला नहीं है कि करा नहीं करा. इट्स नॉट लाइक योर मदर इज आस्किंग ब्रश करा नहीं करा, लेकिन अब वो पूछ पूछ के एक हैबिट बन गया है. ऐसे ही जब वो हैबिट ही बन जाएगा आपका, every Tuesday you're coming and putting the content and making it happen. Content is out every day, it's out. In fact, I'm doing one very interesting thing. I'm recording that. I'm creating my new Instagram channel and sharing with people how to grow it really fast. In fact, you can participate in that challenge also. Like I said, the next thing that we do is in the membership is monthly live growth sprints. हमने कोई कोर्स खरीदा, आपने बहुत सारे कोर्सेस खरीदे होंगे, I'm sure, right? पढ़े हैं और वो कितने कंप्लीट करें पता नहीं, कंप्लीट करे भी होंगे तो रिजल्ट नहीं मिला. क्यों नहीं मिला? क्योंकि उसको प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए कोई नहीं है, लाइव कम्युनिटी नहीं है, लाइव कोच नहीं है. बट व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज, जो भी हम सीख रहे हैं 8 वीक चैलेंज में, हम उसको लाइव एवरी मंथ ग्रुप के साथ कर रहे हैं, फेसबुक कम्युनिटी के अंदर कर रहे हैं. सो राइट नाउ इन द कम्युनिटी we are running go live like a superstar. There are about 8 people who said, okay, I want to participate in the challenge. और सब मिलकर के उनको प्रॉम्प्ट मिल गया है क्या बोलना है, 7 मिनट्स का चेकलिस्ट मिल गया है, उनको ये मिल गया है कि कैसे करना है, स्ट्रक्चर कैसे करना है अपना लाइव. एंड आई एम चेकिंग देयर लाइव, पीपल आर सपोर्टिंग ईच अदर. सो उससे क्या होगा, एवरीबडी इज मास्टरिंग हाउ टू गो लाइव. फिर नेक्स्ट हमारा होने वाला है sales mastery. So in sales mastery, what we are doing is we are only working on mock sales. So Purva and I get on, or Purva and Abhishek will get on Zoom, and you will do mock sales. I will ask you to, okay, you become the client for Reiki healing, and you become and ask all the questions and do objection handling. तो आप मास्टर करोगे सेल्स, तो आपकी सेल्स बहुत ही बढ़िया हो जाएगी. फिर है हमारा कोलैबोरेशंस कैसे करना है पूरे वर्ल्ड में, somebody or another Instagram influencer, you can do co-live with them. So we are doing collaborations, then finding your voice. So these are growth sprints, which is actually helping you move the needle. Purva has come for a live session right now versus अगर वो यही चीज recorded देखती तो उसका क्या फर्क पड़ता. But you have come here live, you probably talking to the coach live. You will abhi to there are not many people, but every Thursday there are a lot of other people also, that around 10-20 people at least joining. Otherwise in the community there are 700 people. So usse kya hoga, the other people also, you are seeing their energy, you are interacting with them, seeing their progress. Okay, so these are 3 major things I would say. This helps people a lot. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I think I need it right now, all of these things, because starting mein you need that, practice, you need that confidence, and you need that direction as well. कि हाँ हम बराबर जा रहे हैं. You need that guidance also, और accountability भी चाहिए रहती है कि साथ में हम ग्रुप में, like if you work together, so it's very very helpful. Like मेरा जो इतना टाइम भी वेस्ट हुआ है, I think I would have grown so much in that time as well. मुझे भी ऐसा लगता है कि even so yeah, with this everything, I think everyone needs it as a beginner to at least.
Yeah, right. Another thing that I also feel is adding the monthly networking meetups. Last time I did monthly networking meetup, maybe invite everybody, not only from the people, because अपने internal community के लोग तो हम everyday मिलते ही हैं, वो तो अपने आप friends बन जाते हैं. You will meet lot of other healers, even people from outside India. लेकिन when we have these monthly networking meeting announced, they are like lot of hundreds of people joining. तो उससे आपकी अलग collaborations बनती हैं. It's very nice to meet people in their own journey, right? Okay, awesome. So of course, all of this, we have all of this is worth much more because we are doing it live. You use right the VIP sessions. All of this is worth 2,50,000 because obviously this is all been there, done that method for about 6 long years. So what we offered to our participants, and of course this is a beautiful one-time offer, and so it's not this, it was at 39,990 for the entire year. Every week you are growing. It's building your business one day at a time, growing your business one day at a time. We are also covering story selling using webinars, right? VIP one-to-one sessions, जो मेरे one-to-one programs, one-to-one clients हैं, though that is booked out right now. But we have the group, the annual membership, which I'm doing a personalized coaching on a weekly basis with everybody. Like you got a VIP, like right now you got a hot seat. This is called a VIP hot seat, right? So imagine when there are about 25 people joining on Thursday session. We call Thursday session from weekly Rise and Shine sessions both it. Usme whenever anybody comes like you, it's called a hot seat. Right? So you get that. So that's that. Think about this, Purva. Okay, I'm going to send this to you as well. ठीक है, आपके पास रिप्ले नहीं है ना? Did आपको रिप्ले मिला है कल का?
No, I have to check maybe.
अच्छा, ठीक है. So we'll do that. Okay, I'm moving on. So what do you think about this program? Quickly tell me in 2 words or 2 lines. Quickly tell me final thing about this program in 2 lines.
I think majorly what I need is support, which I'm getting, also the direction which I'm getting, and accountability, and also someone to guide me whether I'm going like in the right direction or not. If even if I feel stuck in the content as well, then also you are there to guide me. So I think then what's the issue right now? So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. All right. So now I'm going to talk about what do you do when you're not ready to sell? Quickly, all those people who are joining from the group, do the stop share and quickly talk about what do you do when you're not ready to sell? Now, couple of things, guys. I want to talk about this person called Hemant Kumar. You can check on Instagram. This Hemant Kumar is a calisthenics coach, right? Calisthenics is something that you do strength training with your own body weight. Okay. Now, let me tell you a story about this guy. He is a friend's friend, and he was doing a lot of Instagram posts. And he's very handsome, looking, very smart guy. And he was an investment banker. Okay, he was an investment banker. At the same time, he was doing a lot of Instagram posts on how to do calisthenics using his own body weight, and was like exceptional videos showing off his nice curves and cutouts and really a stellar Greek god body. And I was like, oh my God, this is really nice. Even I want to do strength training using my body weight because it's so important to do monkey bars. I don't think I have that strength. And he kept doing all those videos, but I was like, what's the point? He's just showing that how he does calisthenics. And I was following him abundantly, and a lot of other people were also following him. But he was not selling anything. And I was used to wonder, of course, how will he? I think this looks like more of his hobby because he's an investment banker otherwise. 1 year later, I saw him posting a post saying, okay, I'm teaching beginners how to do calisthenic training. I have my program. It's only for 1,000 rupees. If you want, get it. And 2 days later, he told me, I was shocked. I couldn't imagine. I got more than 1,000 people getting my offer in 2 days. Okay. And he just tried out. He thought nobody was going to buy. I'm just doing it for my hobby and all of that. And guess what? Where did he post his videos? You won't even believe. Can anybody guess? He didn't post it on any e-learning platform or anything on YouTube or also. He gave a drive link, Google Drive link, and asked for 1,000 rupees, and people paid for it. Who does that? So, what does it tell us? That big, I want to say, the question for people who are saying, okay, अभी मैं रेडी नहीं हूँ, मेरे को भी प्रोग्रामिंग मैंने बनाया नहीं है, मुझे पता नहीं क्या बनाना है, लेकिन या फिर मैं अभी कोई सर्टिफिकेशन कर रही हूँ, या फिर मेरे भी बेबी है मेरा 6 months और 1 year के बाद में स्टार्ट करूंगी, अभी पता नहीं मैं क्या करूँ. Guys, very important. Write it down. Dig your well before you are thirsty. जब प्यास लगती है तब जाके कुआं थोड़ी खोदोगे, पहले से कुआं खोद के रखोगे. आज आप अपनी जॉब छोड़ करके आप सोचोगे अच्छा मेरे को अभी अपना क्लाइंट्स लेना है, मेरे को भी पूरा आता है, रेकी हीलिंग आता है, मुझे डॉग कम्युनिकेशन आता है, मेरे को बिजनेस लेना है, और आप डेस्परेटली आप सब कुछ ट्राई कर रहे हो, डेस्परेटली वेबिनार कर रहे हो, कंटेंट डाल रहे हो, ये डाल रहे हो, वो डाल रहे हो, और बिजनेस नहीं आ रहा. Business building requires patience. It requires हम mistakes करेंगे. We have to be ready with mistakes. Consistency mistake हो सकती है, mindset में होगी, know how में होगी, right? Experiment होगा, और energy work होगा. All of that. 3 months भी लग सकते हैं, 6 months लग सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर आपने already 6 months, 1 year अपना content story selling किया हुआ है, तो आपको टाइम नहीं लगेगा. You will be like हेमंत. हेमंत ने कोई कंटेंट जब बना रहा था, वो ये नहीं सोचा था कि मुझे बेचना है, वो अपना कंटेंट बना रहा था. That is why I tell you to learn story selling, which is very simple. It's all about how do you tell stories. It's only you learn in 2 weeks. That's why I program for 8 weeks. But 2 weeks में आप story selling सीख जाते हो. Story selling is all about making a character. Who is a character? Character को problem आई, problem को solve करने के लिए उसकी life में guide आया, guide ने उसको solution बताया, वो solution में fail हो सकता है, उसने नेक्स्ट स्टेप बताए, फेलियर से प्रिवेंट करने के लिए सक्सेस का ऑप्शन बताया, सक्सेस के बाद उसको क्या मिला. ये स्टोरी एक हर मूवी की स्टोरी है, शोले की मूवी है, डीडीएलजे की मूवी है, टाइटैनिक की मूवी है. एवरी मूवी यूजेस दिस फ्रेम. Okay, so that's that. So you can go dig the well before you're thirsty. So if you have 6 months, 1 year down the line, continue with your content on Instagram, Facebook, everything, because when you are ready, you will have clients. There will be people. Who are your clients? Clients are people who are already your fans, who are already trusting you. When people buy anything from anybody when they are able to like, love and trust. अगर मेरे पास कुछ नहीं भी है सेल करने के लिए, कंटेंट डाल रही हूँ, तो people have started loving and trusting me. वो टच पॉइंट पूरा हो गया है. जैसे ही मैं सेल करने के लिए मेरे पास प्रोडक्ट रेडी होगा, they ready to buy, because उसमें कुछ सोचना नहीं है लोगों. वो ऑलरेडी से मुझे 6 महीने से फॉलो कर रहे हैं. जैसे ही मैंने कुछ निकाला कि okay, this is what I'm doing, they are ready to buy. That's number 1. Number 2 is list building. Second point I would say, do list building. Okay, how many of you know Mark Manson? I know it's a big example, but I don't know how to. Mark Manson is the guy who wrote this book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Okay, so he's great. Okay, so what he did was, before he launched this beautiful book, he was a guy who wrote blogs. He didn't even come on videos. Videos के अब जाके अच्छे हुए हैं. पहले वो कैसा बंदा था जो कि उसका कोई वीडियो कंटेंट नहीं था, उसका सिर्फ और सिर्फ रिटन कंटेंट था, और रिटन कंटेंट में बहुत अच्छा था वो. और उसके पास जो किताबें जो उसकी बेस्ट सेलर है, वो बहुत देर में आई है, वीडियोस उसका बहुत देर में आया है. What he used to do was, because his writing was very nice, he used to write as a hobby. He was also doing a job, साथ साथ वो हॉबी कर रहा था. उसने सोचा कि चलो asking people, okay, you can subscribe and get my writing. He used to write wonderful funny blogs. He's like, get my articles on your email. So I subscribed, a lot of people subscribed. So we started getting his articles on our inbox. We loved reading. क्या हो गया? उसका एक लिस्ट बन गया. उसका 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 million लोगों का लिस्ट बन गया. And when he came out with a product saying, okay, now I'm doing a blog subscription. People are loving it. I'm doing $4 a year. I also paid for it. फिर क्या हुआ? Then he's like, oh my God, people are loving my book. Now I will come out with people are loving my content. I'll come up with a book. Then he came up with all their articles combined, and they came up with that the subtle art of not giving up. And then they came out with another one. So list building is what you do. List building is nothing. आप अपना content डाल रहे हैं, आपका call to action क्या होगा? Love the content, get my newsletter. Why would not? People are loving the content, they would want more of it in their inbox, right? So इससे आप list बना रहे हो. लिस्ट क्या होता है? लोगों का अगर ईमेल आईडी और नंबर आ जाता है, ईमेल आईडी और नेम आ जाता है, दैट्स अ गोल्ड माइन. व्हाई? बिकॉज सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट आज हैक हो सकता है, आपका 0 हो सकता है फॉलोअर, रीच खत्म हो सकती है, लेकिन ईमेल वो कुछ नहीं होता. अगर आपके पास आपके कॉन्टैक्ट्स का ईमेल और ये आ गया है, तो आप उसको कम्युनिकेशन आपका बंद नहीं होगा. आपको याद होगा पिछले 2 साल पहले ऐसा हो गया था, गूगल और फेसबुक बिल्कुल डाउन हो गया था, एंड लॉट ऑफ पीपल, millionaires who were जिनका बिजनेस ऑनलाइन बिजनेस डिपेंडेंट था सोशल मीडिया पे, they suffered a lot. But people who were maintaining their email list, who were communicating with their emails, they did not get affected. So that is why your email list becomes your treasure, becomes your asset. So when you are not ready to sell, 1 year चाहे हो 1 year तो और भी अच्छी बात है. Do not stop doing content. It doesn't take time if you do it right method. Like we said, know how should be right. If you do the right story selling, if you do the right offer, you only need to spend, guys, not more than 30 minutes a day. इतना सब निकाल सकते हैं. आप अगर इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकर भी हैं तो भी निकाल सकते हैं. Believe me, I've seen so many people doing that. You just need to have passion. That's why we say passion to profit. Only thing that I need you to have is passion, dying, like burning passion. Okay, so we discussed you can grow your followers and dig the well before you're thirsty. Second, we discussed do the list building. The third last point that I want to tell you when you're not ready to sell is do something called beta testing. Okay, how many of you know what's beta testing? Beta testing is, it's a word that startups use. Beta testing का मतलब होता है जब आपने अभी कोई क्लाइंट नहीं, आपका एक नया प्रोग्राम है, अभी तक आपने कोई पेड क्लाइंट नहीं लिया है, लेकिन आपको टेस्ट करना है कि आपको पेड क्लाइंट मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा, या फिर अगर मैं ये ऑफर करूंगी तो ये उसको ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन में हेल्प करेगा नहीं करेगा. अगर मैं लेट्स से इफ आई एम प्रोवाइडिंग डाइट ट्रेनिंग, इफ आई एम प्रोवाइडिंग अ डाइट, lose your weight in 10 days diet, तो मेरे क्लाइंट्स, मुझे टेस्ट क्लाइंट्स चाहिए. मैं बिफोर मैं आई स्टार्ट रनिंग एज, बिफोर आई स्टार्ट डूइंग कंटेंट अबाउट इट, मैं ऐसे नहीं बेच दूंगी ना. आप जब, इट्स वेरी सिंपल, आप लेट्स से गुलाब जामुन बनाए, आप बेचना चाहते हो मार्केट में, पहले आप टेस्ट करोगे 10 लोगों के साथ, 10 फ्रेंड्स को, रिलेटिव्स को बोलोगे टेस्ट करके बताओ, कुछ चेंजेस तो नहीं करने. चेंजेस करने होंगे तो आप करोगे, फिर जाके बेचोगे. यू डू द सेम विद योर सर्विसेज. आप हीलिंग करते हैं, टीचिंग करते हैं, प्रोडक्ट बनाते हैं, पहले आप टेस्ट करोगे. अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ नहीं करोगे, कर लो थोड़ा बहुत टेस्ट फ्रेंड्स और रिलेटिव्स के साथ, बट you will test with people who are your real customers. You will not charge them. You will not charge them, but you will do the testing with the real customers. कैसे करते हैं? I have shared the script inside the membership. उसका process simple है. आप, there is a script, it's called direct pitch method. आप अपना खाली इतना बोलोगे, इसका एसेंस ये है, स्क्रिप्ट का मतलब ये है, आप ऐसा बोलोगे कि यू नो आई एम रनिंग, फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से यू आर अ हीलर. I'm looking for 5 people who are going through stress and tension in their body, and they are feeling overwhelmed at work. So I need those 5 people, and I'm doing a program wherein I'm helping you, relive your joy. I'm helping you to become more freer and calmer in your body, and feel the self-love. And it's absolutely free. DM. The only thing that I need from you is give me a feedback in the end and maybe a testimony. ये चीज आप बाद में बोलोगे, लेकिन आप पहले आप इतना ही बोलोगे, DM me free. So there'll be a lot of people who will say okay yes to that. जो आपकी आइडियल ऑडियंस है, वो क्या होना है, वो आइडियल ऑडियंस को ही आप लोगे. आइडियल ऑडियंस मतलब जो एक्चुअल कस्टमर आप चाहते हो. अब वो बन जाएंगे, वो हाँ बोलेंगे, फिर आपसे उन इंटरव्यू लोगे. You want to only टॉक टू पीपल जो आप असली में कस्टमर बनाना चाहते हैं. आप उनको बोलोगे, okay, now I'm doing this beta testing. You not say, not tell them I'm doing testing, because then they'll be like, okay, I'm a guinea pig. You'll tell them I'm doing it free, but you know what? I only want, if it helps you, I want a nice video testimonial. You be like, yeah, sure, sure. मुझे फ्री में हीलिंग मिल रही है, लोग मुझे लाख लाख चार्ज करते हैं, तो मैं क्यों ना ले लूं फ्री में हीलिंग, राइट? तो एवरीबडी विल गेट अ लॉट ऑफ फ्री पीपल. वो अच्छा है क्योंकि आपने बीटा टेस्टिंग के लिए आपको लोग मिल रहे हैं. अदरवाइज आप अगर असली में लोगे 1 लाख रुपए चार्ज करके, वैसे ही हो जाएगा पूरा को, जैसे लग रहा है कि अरे क्लाइंट मिल गया लेकिन मुझे टेंशन हो रही है, मैं डिलीवर कर पाऊंगी नहीं कर पाऊंगी. आपको भी इसलिए प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, आपने बोला कि मुझे बहुत ज्यादा एजिटेशन हो रहा है, मैं जब वेबिनार भी करती हूँ कि अगर मुझे क्लाइंट मिल गया तो मैं डिलीवर कर पाऊंगी, और शायद यही रीजन आपको क्लाइंट नहीं मिला. यू अट्रैक्ट योर वाइफ. आपको यहाँ पे डर है कि मुझे पता नहीं, अगर उसने हाँ ना बोल दिया, मुझे पे ना कर दिया, अगर पे कर दिया तो मुझे सर्व करना पड़ेगा, और अगर व्हाट इफ आई फेल,
Yeah,
you might
that's
not be, you might, all you know, you might be doing right, everything was right, but your fear was not attracting only the right people. इसीलिए हम बोलते हैं बीटा टेस्टिंग करने के लिए. उसमें क्या होगा, आपने 5 लोगों ने को फ्री में दे दिया आपने अपना प्रोग्राम, लेकिन वो 5 लोग ऐसे होने चाहिए जो एक्चुअल क्लाइंट का पर्सोना है. ऐसे फ्रेंड्स रिलेटिव जो फ्रीबी सीकर्स हैं, जो लो पेइंग है, वैसे नहीं, असली लोग. और उनको आप बोलोगे कि भैया अगर आपको प्रोग्राम अच्छा लगेगा तो आप आपसे टेस्टिमोनियल मांगूंगी अच्छे से वीडियो वाला, वो आप यस दोगे पक्का तो आप प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट करेंगे. आप उसे फॉर्म पे लिखवाओगे. दूसरा आप उनको बोलोगे ओके, देन विल बी अ लिटिल फीडबैक. सो लाइक ओके, तो आप उनको एक्चुअल अपना प्रोग्राम दोगे एंड टू एंड 5 लोगों को. प्रोग्राम होने के बाद उसके बाद आप उनसे वन जूम पे आओगे, उनसे आप फीडबैक लोगे, व्हाट कुड बी चेंज्ड, और टेस्टिमोनियल लोगे अलग से. और वो टेस्टिमोनियल आपका यूज होगा आपके पेड प्रोग्राम. फिर आपको इससे क्या होगा, 2-3 चीजें हो गई. 1, आपको कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया, अरे यार मैं इम्पोस्टर नहीं हूँ, आई एम वेरी गुड, आई हेल्प दीज पीपल एक्चुअली really achieve what they wanted to. उनको मैंने ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन में हेल्प कर दिया, अब आपको डर नहीं लगेगा. सेकेंड इज आपके पास टेस्टिमोनियल आ गया. थर्ड इज आपको पता चल गया कि आपका प्रोग्राम काम करता है, आपको फीडबैक मिल गया. हो सकता है उसमें कुछ चेंजेस भी करने हो सकता है आप कुछ फालतू चीजें दे रहे हो सकता है कि आपने कुछ बहुत बढ़िया ना किया हो, तो आप ट्वीक कर सकते हो. ठीक है, ट्वीक करके आप उसको फिर प्रेजेंट कर सकते हो. तो ये काम कर सकते हो व्हेन यू आर नॉट रेडी टू सेल एज येट. और ये सब चीजें में टाइम लगता है. आप कितना भी आपको ऑनलाइन गुरुज बोले कि ओके लेट्स मेक क्विक मनी, क्विकली विल गेट ऑल ऑफ दिस, बट एवरीथिंग स्टेज स्टेप बाय स्टेप. लॉटरी कैसा, जब एकदम से लॉटरी मिलता है वो मनी स्टे नहीं करता ना. तो यू हैव टू हैव योर एनर्जी राइट, यू हैव टू हैव योर कॉन्फिडेंस राइट. Only when you believe in your this thing, you have your mindset, know-how, and then consistency, right? That's what we do. So quickly summarizing, when you're not ready to sell for the next 6 months to 1 year, you can do these 3 things. One is the list building. Second is dig your well before you're thirsty, grow your followers so that there are enough people who are liking, loving, and trusting you. Third is do beta testing. That's a great time to test your program. It takes anywhere between 3 to 6 months. I did that beta testing for my program, which was one of the program was called Discover. It was called Self Discovery Program, which was all about discover your wow factor. It is a program very close to my heart. उसको मैं अभी VIP लोगों को ही ऑफर करती हूँ. Why? Because उसमें बहुत सारा 1-to-1 एलिमेंट है. It cannot be a group program. It is a very personalized program, but I offer it only for a 1-to-1 VIP clients. उसमें हम we go through a very detailed inner work, depth में जाते हैं, where we are discovering the wow factor. We do passion, purpose, and personality. ये 3 चीजें हम डिस्कवर करते हैं अपने बारे में, और अपना एक लाइफ मैप क्रिएट करते हैं. So it is a great way to understand your strengths and weaknesses. Why? Because हमारे सबके अंदर एक स्ट्रेंथ्स है, कुछ वीकनेसेस है. हम गलती क्या करते हैं बिजनेस में, हम अपनी वीकनेसेस को स्ट्रेंथ बनाने में लग जाते हैं. आप अपनी वीकनेस को कभी स्ट्रेंथ नहीं बना सकते. यू कैन ओनली मैनेज योर वीकनेसेस. हमें अपनी स्ट्रेंथ को कैपिटलाइज करना पड़ता है. तो हम अगर वो तभी करेंगे जब आपको अपनी स्ट्रेंथ पता है। आपने किसी और को देख लिया ऑनलाइन और आप उसके जैसा बनना चाहते हो, वो नहीं होगा। अब वो आप मिस्टेक करोगे 2 साल 3 साल, फिर फेल हो जाओगे, सोचिए फेल ही हो रहा है। So that is why I say Discover Yourself is a beautiful program to start your business journey. All right. So I hope this was a wonderful session. So we are off 15 minutes up. Okay. All right. And any last questions? Purna, do you have any last questions for me?
No, thank you so much.
Lovely. All right. Was this helpful for you, the entire session?
Yeah, I want this VIP sessions every day.
Every day. Yeah, every day. Yeah, you. Sure. Awesome. Lovely. Okay. Have a good day, everybody. See you. Bye.